Okay.
Um, the beginning of the beginning, like when it introduced like to the first fight scene for like the Hydra fight scene.
Yeah.
Um, I really think like
Okay.
it was a
All right. Go on. Okay.
uh like they introduced it like okay, like we know they're like working together, like they introduced to the beginning of like the beginning, like when it introduced like to the first fight scene for like the Hydra fight scene.
Hold on. I think
um
it might be. Hold on. I think there's a
I really
glitch.
think like yeah, it is glitchy. It was a
All right. Go on.
I
Okay.
mean yeah, like they introduced it like okay.
Hello. Okay. Okay. I think we're back. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, there was a glitch there. But yeah, I thought one problem I had though was that I thought that I thought it was a little bit rushed. Like I think I'm glad
Yeah,
they were
I got that feeling too.
because I don't I'm glad they didn't like go around the world, like trying to reassemble them because we had already seen that before. But at the same time, I think there could have been like a little bit more like they could have explained more about like what's happened with Tony
Yeah.
between Iron Man 3 and this.
Yeah, like they introduced like to Iron Man where he was like in the suit, like
Yeah, because in Iron Man 3 he just quit being Iron Man, and right now he just magically wants to be Iron Man again.
yeah, like they just introduced him like, oh, I'm Iron Man, huh? And yeah, I was like, okay, that's one problem that's I'm gonna see in that movie.
Yeah.
And the thing I
So
didn't get about is the scepter where he had that vision when Scarlet Witch like hypnotized him.
yeah.
Um, it represented like them like dead or something, and I was like, so wait, he's gonna like feel bad, and he's like, oh, let's create a little AI for this, and yeah,
Yeah, I read in the I remember when the Avengers Comic Con trailer came out, I read something that said that that scene was there in the Comic
yeah,
Con trailer.
yeah,
And then
and
everything else is basically
the
the
trailer they actually
first
did a good job
trailer.
for like teasing it because I thought like in the movie like Ultron somehow is gonna like break Captain America's shield. I thought that was gonna come up or something in the movie, but they actually did a good job teasing that.
Yeah, I'm kind of glad he didn't because I mean they break his shield so much. Like they even it pointed out in the comic one of the comic book cast videos that they said, "Wait, his shield is being broken again in the Age of Ultron comic. Wait, is is this shield made of plastic?"
Yeah, yeah, and what's another thing? The Well, I want to talk about like the positives. Like, they
Yeah,
actually did like a really good job with with the not the character development. Some of it was kind of poor, but some of it like we got to see more of like characters like pop out, like Hawkeye, his past and what's going
yeah,
on. That
yeah.
was a good thing.
He was like the one Avenger in Avengers one I didn't like, but I think they improved upon his backstory in this.
Yeah, they did a really good job for that. And this is for spoilers, right?
Yeah, this is spoilers. I put spoilers in parentheses.
All right. And another thing is like what really shocked me because I went to go see this with my older sister was like he had a family and everything. I was like, whoa, we did not expect that.
Yeah, I mean, I know I saw his wife listed on IMDb, and I know he had kids in the comics, but I was expecting it was going to be like with Kingpin, where in Daredevil, where they have like his wife and Vanessa before she becomes his wife.
Yeah, yeah. It was like,
But
all right, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. And
of
I like
course,
how
if
the
you're a Quintasha shipper, you're going to be mad about it. But I'm not a Quintasha shipper, so
nah. Honestly, that's another thing I had a problem about the movie was like Hulk and Black Widow, Natasha and
exactly.
Banner. That was
Yeah,
the big problem.
yeah,
I
I didn't.
honestly hated that.
Yeah, I didn't like that either. I'm personally
Yeah,
Winter Widow shipper.
yeah. um, And also, what made me really mad was like the way they like where he left the fight scene where he was in the Quinjet, and he's
Yeah,
just like, oh, so that like later on confirms that like he's not going to be in Civil War because what he done. And I was
yeah,
looking forward to Banner to see in Civil War, like when they teased that in the movie where Iron Man and Captain America were fighting. I thought like, oh, that means Hulk's going to be in Civil War. That's going to be really interesting.
yeah. I thought that
Yeah,
Hulk was gonna feel bad like Tony did, and that he was gonna be on the pro registration side.
yeah. And so this just later on confirms. I was looking forward to it. I was like, oh man, all right.
But one thing I did like was that, well, one thing that excited me was they said upstate New York. The new Avengers
Yeah,
headquarters was in upstate New York because I live in upstate New York. So
yeah.
like, oh yeah, it's like right around where I live.
That was another thing cool too, was where they introduced to like the another Avengers base.
Yeah, and notice how it said new Avengers base, not just Avengers base. It said
Yeah,
new Avengers, so maybe it's like a hint to Avengers. And it's like,
yeah.
notice that the rumor, obviously this isn't confirmed, but there was a rumor that the next Spider-Man movie will be called Spider-Man: The New Avenger, right at the doorstep of this movie.
The title, I am not sure about that. I mean, like it should be like
Yeah, neither am I.
yeah. I don't agree with that, but
If
the way
if they want to make it like an Avengers title, they should call it Avenging Spider-Man, but that wouldn't be my first choice still. But if they want to make it,
yeah,
because the article did say they wanted to
they didn't
separate
make
it.
it like yeah,
Yeah, because
and
the article said they wanted to separate it from the other films and basically tell people this is the MCU Spider-Man. If that's true, if they really want to do that, then they should call it Avenging Spider-Man.
Avenging Spider-Man. Yeah, yeah, and I like when Saggy told us that where Spider-Man already exists. Like we don't need like another origin story. That's like
Yeah, and but
that's
I remember when I felt bad because I was walking out of the theater and there was a guy in line wearing a Spider-Man shirt.
oh
And
yeah,
I was like, oh my God, I feel so bad for him. I felt tempted to tell him there's no Spider Man. And
yeah,
everybody, because I went with a group of friends and I knew that Joss Whedon had said there was going to be mid credit scene, but no post credit scene. But my
yeah,
friends still insisted on seeing the post credit scene. They still
yeah,
waited because they
yeah.
thought Joss Whedon lied. So I stayed. And then I yelled out in the theater, I told you, after the movie was completely over. Hello? Hello? Okay, think that I think he's gone. Yeah.